Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. Unless you're watching from Facebook, then hello to you as well. So I will be implementing a lot of changes come January, which I'm very excited to share with you all, so stay tuned. Tonight I'm going to start this off with a piece from my devotional I read last week, which has just been resonating in my spirit and has literally impacted me tremendously. So I'm going to share it with you guys. It says, over and over again in the Bible, God commands us to love each other, and you can't command an emotion. If I told you right now to be sad, you couldn't be sad on cue. Just like an actor, you can fake it, but you're not wired for your emotions to change on a command. If love were just an emotion, then God couldn't command it. But love is something you do. It can produce emotion, but love is an action. And it literally blew my mind because I knew this, but sometimes I forget. And it makes sense to me because the world has a way of going about things, okay? So the world advocates, it preaches, it teaches, it advertises. If someone does you wrong, then cut them out of your life. You don't need them. You don't need that. It's draining. No, you don't need it. But that's not what God commands us to do. You know what God commands us to do? And this is me paraphrasing. But God commands us to love one another as I have loved you. You can read it yourself. It's in John, okay? John chapter 15. And there's always a blueprint from heaven of how to go about things in this world, okay? So we are in this world, but we're not of this world. So everything we do should be different. The world has a way of doing things, and we have a way of doing things. Does that make sense? So if I'm a Christian and I'm, living this lifestyle, trying to honor God in my words and my actions and all these great things, right? But yet I'm going about things the world's way, then I'm carnally minded. I'm not sanctified in my mind. I'm not doing things different. How can I be set apart whenever I'm walking in the light, but yet just going about things the way of the darkness? Does that make sense? Okay. So, with all that being said, God has commanded us to love. So if someone does me wrong, okay, and I say I love them, but my actions don't show that I love them, then I'm lying. I'm literally lying. But if my love is shown in my words and my actions, then you know what God says that He calls us? He calls us His friends because we are being obedient to that commandment. And it's not easy. It doesn't make sense to the world. The world's like, how could you love someone that does you wrong? It doesn't make sense. But you know what else doesn't make sense? Why Jesus died on the cross for you, to save you from your sins, to offer you this gift of forgiveness, and you still don't choose Him back. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that He loves you more than anyone else could ever love you, that you were made to be fulfilled by a love that only He offers and has, and yet you don't choose Him. It doesn't make sense. And so with that being said, love is an action. Love is an action. And we talked about all of this tonight at a Bible study I attended, which, yes, this is an open invitation, which I do want to extend to you all. So if you're interested in attending, it's on Wednesday nights, I believe at 6:30. Message me if you're interested. I will send you the location. It's with Pastor Tracie and Pastor Tracie. It's always amazing. I always receive every time I can attend, when I'm not working, of course, but seriously, it's a beautiful thing. So like I said, if you're interested, please message me. But overall, this is just an encouragement to you that love is more than just emotion. Love is more than just a feeling. Love is an action.